Hi guys, welcome back. Something a bit different today. So I'm out riding and you may look at the video and think, damn, what a lovely day. But actually no, it is absolutely freezing. There's a bit of a cold streak going on at the moment. So the air temperature is about -2, but with the wind chill, the app says it's about -7, or at least that's what it feels like. So I'm venturing out into the cold. So I wanted to see if my current cycling clothes are cut out for the job of dealing with this really, really cold weather. So let's have a look. So I was fully kitted up all the way from head to toe. I have a balaclava, and then I have a base layer, a long sleeve jersey and an overcoat, and then a long sleeve bib tights, and obviously socks and shoes, and then overshoes as well. So all the clothes I talk about in this video, I've not been sent or anything like that. I bought them with my own money so I can be as honest as I want about them. So if you're used to riding in the cold, please let me know in the comments what you recommend. How do you keep warm? What sort of brands do you recommend? Which ones are worth the money? So let's jump straight in.
Alright, so I just got back and I'm going to go through each piece of clothing, see whether it did its job, whether it kept me warm, and whether I would recommend it. Alright, let's start from the top and then go down. So, on my head I was wearing this Monton Sports balaclava thing, so to be honest this was very good. It's quite thick, I didn't feel cold at all wearing this, even in like the headwind. I felt proper snug wearing this, so this is very much a recommended item, I would say. And how much did I pay for this? Let me check. Alright, so I paid 99 yuan for this, which is about 10-15 pounds. So yeah, for that sort of money, this is not bad at all. Keeps my head warm, very good, would recommend. Alright, let's move down. So on my core, I wore this. This is just a normal base layer. This one is by a brand called Montbell. I do not know how much I paid for this because I got it about 5 years ago. And yeah, this has been fine for me. It kept me perfectly warm. I would recommend definitely getting a base layer like this. This one's made of merino wool, so it does keep you very warm and also wicks away sweat very well. So yeah, overall, definitely worth getting a base layer. I would say you don't need to buy one which is a cycling specific brand. Just any base layer will do. So yeah, not bad at all. So on top of my base layer, I bought this. This is a Rapha long sleeve jersey, and I do quite like this one as well. The material is pretty thick and it's fleeced on the inside. So this along with the base layer did keep me pretty damn warm. On my core, I wasn't feeling cold at all, so overall I do quite like this. This was quite expensive though, so I wouldn't actually recommend buying this just for winter riding, but yeah, it's up to you depending on how much you pay. This was about £100, I think, so it is good, very high quality. I do like it. I like the colour as well. It does keep you warm. I think it's a good item, just expensive. So yeah, definitely don't need to spend this much. All right, next one. So this is what I wore on as an outer layer. So this is what I wore as an outer layer. This is a Decatlon cycling jacket. This one is pretty good. I really like this. This was pretty cheap as well. I think I paid around 300 yuan, so about 40 quid maybe. So yeah, this is not bad at all. This is pretty thick. It's not waterproof, but I would say this did a good job of blocking the wind and keeping me warm. Underneath here, it's got some zips here which you can open up to add some ventilation, which is pretty cool. And on the back, you've got your standard pockets. You've got loads and loads of storage actually. So this is a really nice, good value jacket. So yeah, I would recommend, definitely worth getting one of these. I like having a pocket on the front here, which is easy to access as well. So yeah, definitely worth getting a good, nice winter cycling jacket. I don't think it's worth paying a lot for this because for 30-40 pounds, this is really good. So I would recommend some of the Decatlon stuff as well. Okay, so on the bottom half, let's start with this. This is a pair of long bib shorts. This one is by a brand called Souke. They did actually send me some stuff before, but not this one. I paid for this myself. So yeah, this one was about 400-500 yuan, so about 60-70 pounds. So this, I've been wearing this through the autumn, but I don't think this was really enough for today. My legs were actually pretty cold, especially when the wind started blowing quite heavily. So I recommend this for when it's like sort of 5 degrees, but when it gets into the negatives, I would not recommend this. It's too thin really. So I'm definitely going to be in the market for something a bit thicker. So yeah, I do like it though. It's good quality. I've worn this throughout the autumn and I've had no problems with it. It's comfy, it's good quality. So yeah, I do recommend it, but just not for this level of coldness. So yeah, that's pretty all right, I reckon. Next up is the hands. So another Decathlon special. So these are some Van Rysel gloves I got from Decathlon. I really can't remember how much I paid for these. I got them like 2 years ago. So yeah, they held out quite well, but the only thing I would say is they're not quite thick enough. Especially when I stopped moving, my hands got really cold. But if you keep your heart beating and the blood flowing, these should be okay. I would probably, if it gets any colder, maybe like -5, -10 degrees, get a much thicker pair of these. So yeah, it's just about how much you can deal with the cold, really. So I do recommend getting a pair of gloves if you want to go out cycling, because your fingers and your feet will get absolutely freezing if you don't. So yeah, pair of gloves, definitely important. Okay, last but, oh no, not last, almost last. So on my feet, I had a pair of socks. Not really much to say about these, they're just pretty generic cycling socks. These ones are by a brand called Souke. They did a fairly good job. So yeah, not much to say about the socks. Next one is these. These are a pair of shoe covers, and I got these ones for about £5 on Taobao or AliExpress. To be honest, these are not really cut out for the job, especially not as winter ones. They're way too thin. They're by a company called Budun. So it's a bit of a no-name company. I've never really heard of them, but they were cheap and cheerful, so I thought I'd give them a go. So yeah, I wouldn't really recommend this specific pair, but yeah, if it gets any colder, I'm definitely going to be buying a much more thicker pair of these, because my feet were actually quite cold today, especially your toes. They get really, really chilly, so I would recommend getting a pair of these, not these specific ones, just getting a good quality pair of shoe covers. All right, so that's it for today's video. In the comments, let me know what you wear in the winter, any tips, any recommendations. Make sure to read them, because lots of people leave comments and they are probably much better than my advice. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out. Bye-bye.